Hey everybody, I'm about to head off to school here. Before I I decided to give you all something I've come to, give you all a conclusion I've come to. And that's been the one major flaw in my channel so far. Those of you that have been keeping up, I've recently changed the channel name from PIT Archer to Packing Preacher. And to be honest, there's one major flaw I had in the PIT Archer, and that's something I hope to fix now. And that is the fact that I sort of shied away from part of who I am. While I was a PIT Archer, I sort of tried to shy away from the spiritual side. I've been called to preach. That preaching is part of who I am. Pretty much everywhere I go, I'll be considered a preacher, all that stuff, but I haven't really embraced that here on YouTube. Here on YouTube, I sort of shied away from it because I thought that would scare people away. Oh, there's this religious guy. That guy doesn't know what he's talking about, or just people who generally just have a dislike for the Bible, dislike for Christianity. I didn't quite want to scare them away or rub Christianity in their face, so I decided to sort of shy away from it and focus more on firearms. Well, I think two problems came out of that. Number one, I was really not putting all of myself out there. I was limiting myself in what content I put out on YouTube. I was really doing myself a disservice by changing the angle I came at it slightly, because those of us who are believers and followers of the Bible is a big influence on our lives. It is the foundation for our beliefs, our thinkings, our logic, our morals. The Bible is a big part of our life, and just to throw that out, I threw out some logic and just part of who I am. And I believe I did myself and the channel a disservice by doing that. Number two, there was a second point. I lost my second point, but nope, still not coming back. But I'm really redundant. I'm being repetitive here, repeating myself. But I'm just gonna fix that problem. That's why some of the videos I've been putting out are more spiritual here, with a more spiritual effort, and that's not gonna be anymore. I finally found the second problem that cropped up. I knew if I kept talking, it would come to my mind. The second problem that cropped up was my interest for firearms started coming over my interest for the Bible. And, it's basic spiritual principle, God and the Bible are supposed to come first in your life. Everything else is supposed to be secondary. Well, one time during class, I preached a message for homiletics class. That was on I called it everyday carry, and I compared the everyday carry we here do in the firearms world to taking up your cross and following Jesus like he told you to in Matthew or Mark. I forget which one it is. It might have even been Luke. But the professor said I made one big mistake in not alluding to a cross I had beside me, but I referenced to a toy gun I had a little bit too much, and I didn't connect the thoughts all that well. And my professor said something that really struck me. He said it seemed to him that I was more interested in the firearm than I was in the Bible. And see, that might have come, and I believe that came through me. Part of the reason for that was me ignoring the fact that I am a preacher, and I hid that here on YouTube. So I'll try to remedy both problems and not do that anymore. Now, if it offends you or if it rubs you wrong that I'm a preacher and I reference to it and all that stuff, like Billy Sunday said, I'd quit rubbing the cat the wrong way if you turn the cat around. I don't care anymore. I'm a preacher. If you don't like it, oh well. I apologize that you're too sensitive to handle somebody else's opinion. But other than that, I'll be fixing that problem. I will have, well, I'll still stick to firearms, don't get me wrong. I love firearms. It's just, I will not shy away from the other side of me that I am a preacher. No matter what, I am a preacher. So, I'll remind you to walk a Christian walk and carry a loaded Glock. Yeah, turn this thing off. 3. Nah.